Okay, so now time to review one of the few comic book adaptation films which has actually been rated 18. I believe there's only 4 or 5 in total that actually have. That's the ones I can think of are Blade and Blade 2, Watchmen, Dredd, and Frank Miller's Sin City. Now, Frank Miller actually wrote the book and he also directed some of it. As you can see there, you've got Frank Miller and Robert Rodriguez directed it, and Quentin Tarantino also directed part of it. That's why I've reviewed this one next. So, who have we got in it? We have got Mickey Rourke, Bruce Willis, Jessica Alba. They're basically the main cast in it, and probably the most well-known in it. You've also got Michael Clarke Duncan in it, and the majority of it is set in black and white, bar a few colours just to make it stand out. The start doesn't really make much sense, but apparently it's really close to the comic books. I haven't actually read the comic books for it. I suppose I should, so then it makes more sense, but there you go. This is probably one of the best comic book films ever made that got several stories in at the same time. It really reminds me a lot of Watchmen because of the style that A, it's written in, and B, the fact that there's different people's stories interlocking at the same time. Bruce Willis's one really has the best story in this, personally. Basically what happens is his girlfriend slash hooker ends up getting killed. He gets the blame for it, so he goes looking for the person who actually killed her, and it ends up in an almighty showdown between him and someone who eats people in this house. He ends up blowing up the house. Absolutely brilliant film, this is. This is actually a second one coming out this year. Some of the cast returning, some of them's obviously not, because some of them died. Both in the film and in real life. So, it's going to be interesting to see what happens in that. I believe the main character that's been cast in that is Joseph Levitt Gordon. And apparently he's going to be a cop in it. That's just what I've read, though. Apparently, like Bruce Willis, Mickey Rourke, and Jessica Alba are returning, though, in their roles. So we'll have to see what happens in it. Have to give this one 9 out of 10. Once again, a brilliant film made, and it should be interesting for the sequel.